Disclaimer: this product was provided to the author to do a review. All opinions are 100% authors and authors alone. To have your product reviewed, visit bit.ly/reviewmyproduct.
James Braga here from JagonBlogger.com. Today I have a little testing of the DBPower N6 4K action camera. Now what you're going to see is overexposure and underexposure settings. Right here, this first clip is actually 7% overexposure. Next, after this, I will chime in once I click it over, will be 3% overexposure. But I did a little test of both ways, and I figured I'd give you guys a look of how it looks with the overexposure and underexposure compared to the stock settings. Pretty much overexposure and underexposure is what you can do. You can go all the way up. I believe it's 2 percent. This is 0.7%. So it's not far, but it's better. It'll give you more light right now. Okay, now this part is 0.3% overexposure. It's a little less than the 7.7%, but I think it makes a big difference compared to stock. You guys can be the judge of that. I mean, as you can see, somebody's pulling in the wrong way entrance, but the picture is rather clear compared to normal. When it was on normal, when I was testing it, the picture was a little dark, but that's to be expected when you're not setting the settings yourself. But like I said, this is 0.3% overexposure. Now I'm going to switch over to 0.3 under and then 0.7 under. Okay, now this is 0.3 underexposure. Now this is different than the overexposure. You guys can see the difference. I mean, if there is much of a difference, you can see it. This is a little darker. It's a little more shadowier, if that's a word. But, you know, pretty much this gives you guys a clip of what it looks like with the over and underexposure. Now I'm going to switch over in a second to the 0.7% underexposure, and you can definitely see the difference in that. Okay, now you can see the 0.7 underexposure. It's definitely a lot darker. I didn't go much farther than this. I could have did the 1.0 underexposure and 1.0 overexposure, but this definitely gives you guys the difference of how you can set it up and adjust it. I mean, for brighter days, you can definitely adjust it under or over. That's really up to you. Just make sure you set the settings to your taste and what you like best. I mean, it's really personal taste with this stuff and what you feel you like better. It definitely gives you the options to change it. Some cameras do, some cameras don't. This one gives you that. But thank you for checking out my little test of the overexposure and underexposure on the DBPower N6 4K Wi-Fi action camera.
Disclaimer: this product was provided to the author to do a review. All opinions are 100% authors and authors alone. To have your product reviewed, visit bit.ly/reviewmyproduct.